Well, economic liberty is a term that I really don't even like to use because we shouldn't separate that aspect of liberty from liberty as a whole. And government's primary objective, the reason for which we established this government in the first place, was to protect the life, liberty, and property of the citizens. Not to pass laws to tell us what the limits of our permissible activity is. As a people endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights, we have the right, the inherent right, to do whatever it is we want to do, up to the point where we begin to interfere with other people's rights to do the same thing. And it's at that point where government, there's a legitimate role of government to come in and regulate, to protect everyone's rights and liberty at the same level. That should be the basis of regulation in economic and occupational matters. But over the past few decades, we have lost sight of that objective, and regulation in the economic arena has taken on a focus of economic protectionism for the benefit of special interest groups, or even other industries that ask to be regulated, so that barriers to entry can be created to prohibit or at least make it much more difficult for would-be competitors, either from outside the state or inside the state, to come in and compete against them. And we've seen that play out in this state in various different areas, from cosmetology with hair braiding and eyelash extensions to real estate, particularly in the area of real estate appraisers, and the list goes on and on. But the commonality, or the common factor with all of these regulations, is that it creates an economic advantage for the so-called protected industry or the special interest, to the detriment of the general public, the consumer, and would-be competitors.